All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Welcome, Nagy Nation. So excited to be here again. It is week 2 of the preseason. That man, Deshaun Watson, will get another opportunity. Actually, get 2 full quarters, I believe, to play today instead of just the one before all of the starters are out. Excited to bring this one to you. Looks like a night game here at First Energy Stadium. The New York Football Giants in town. A chance to look at Evan Neal, a chance to look at Kayvon Thibodeau, among others. As it looks like the Giants are headed out onto the field. Let's bring in the other half of the broadcast team. Kit Nagy. Kit, how are we doing this morning?
Well, I'm doing great, thank you, and very excited for this preseason post-draft. Obviously, we've been very much itching to bring this new season to our faithful fans here at Nagy Sports. But all the changes made, and Phil has put countless hours into getting this all right for you all, and we're very excited to have this opportunity to bring this new season. And man, does it look exciting! If you caught our last one, had some really fun play from the backups, and you got to see some real depth on this team and what Andrew Berry has built here in Cleveland. So very excited for this one too.
Indeed. Welcome in, Aaron. Welcome in, John. Welcome in, Karen. Good to have you on. Let's get this one going here. New York Giants also 1-0 in their preseason. Browns 1-0 in their preseason. Game on as Cade York boots this one deep down the field. And it's going to be taken as that could be Wan'Dale Robinson maybe as the kick returner. They picked him up in the 3rd or the 4th round. He's around the corner nicely up to the 30-yard line. We'll assume that's Wan'Dale Robinson until otherwise noted. There's a look at Daniel Jones. He still is the starter. Tyrod Taylor, the backup, we'll see later in the game. But so far, this is kind of a make-or-break-it season for DJ. Of course, the new coach, Bryant, we had him in Cleveland here for a while, of course, as they kind of go Buffalo Bills light over there in New York. All right, Daniel Jones. He's going to start by back to pass, kind of stuck in the pocket, wiggling back. Pressure finally coming, and Miles hits him to the ground. They're going to give Miles and Taven Bryan each half sacks on the first play.
Yeah, that was just, really a coverage sack there, and then not to mention the pressure. That pocket was continually compressing and constricting. You can see it really nicely here as it was just kind of crowding him, and Jones not able to find anything downfield, sensing that pressure, but not able to escape it, and Browns get a nice play out the gate.
2nd and 16, Jones with better time. He's going to fire right side. He's got his man, that's Sterling Shepard, I believe, into the gap. 15 yards makes it a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Welcome in, Applied. Check your DM in Discord, please. Cough, cough, wink, wink. 3rd and short now. Can the Browns defense get off the field? Turn around, give it to a little counter move. Here's Barkley. Big hole to the right side for Saquon. JJ3 waiting for him at the 50, but 12 yards for Saquon. Again, if there is, at least on paper, a quote-unquote weakness on this defense, it is the running game, as their defensive tackles are much better pass rushers than run stoppers, at least as currently constituted. That room could change still, of course, as somebody wiggles early. Daniel Jones under center. Saquon, the solo back, left side out of the backfield. Thrown and caught very quickly. That's the rookie, Daniel Bellinger, out of San Diego State. A lot of people liked him to the Browns later rounds, but the Giants swooped him up here, 2nd and 6 for the Giants. Here's Jones, back to pass, floats it left side. Big, got a man, and he beat JJ3. And that might be there's the rookie Wan'Dale Robinson, number 7. He got through in the slot and beat JJ3.
Yeah, he did, and JJ3 just not able to cover over from his high safety position in time, and so Robinson able to get just behind him there, as you can see on this nice replay on that flag route. Able to come away with the ball, dragging the feet, nice catch, and nice body control to stay in bounds.
Nebraska ended up at Kentucky. Very, very shifty, kind of the prototypical slot receiver, short and super agile. Interesting to see how he translates to this offense, because they already have Sterling Shepard and Kadarius Toney on the roster.
That's right.
Who are similar in body type and in play style. So There is Sterling Shepard, and he will have a gain of about 7, 2nd and 3 now as the Giants on their opening drive here inside the 10-yard line.
And a lot of folks thought that Tony was pretty underwhelming in his rookie season for how highly touted he was.
Well, especially after all the Urban Meyer, I wanted him, and then when he wasn't there, I panicked and took a running back and all that, that debacle.
That's right.
1st and goal now from the 4. Daniel Jones give it to a wide open Saquon Barkley. Nobody even close to him, and into the end zone. Touchdown for the Giants. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, that was much too easy. And really, after that really nice first play sack where all that pressure came, the defense kind of, allowing a lot of production for the Giants there on consecutive plays. Really an efficient drive for the Giants. Defense is going to need some better answers than that. Hey, George, welcome in. Go Browns.
Welcome in, George, and go Browns. All right, 7-0. First drive of the game. It's just preseason. We're not worried yet. All right, Jakeem Grant's going to field this one about 2 yards deep and bring it out. 10, 15, 20. Nice little wiggle move at the 20-yard line, and he'll go down at the 22. Officially coming out onto the field, Deshaun Watson and the Browns' first-team offense. They were very sharp in their quarter of play yesterday when we did the preseason week number 1. Let's see how they look here in preseason week number 2. Should get 2 full quarters of play, I would assume. Stretch to the right side. Nick Chubb, and nobody is fooled over there on the corner. He's actually going to lose 2 yards. Nick Chubb as the cornerback got over there to make the tackle. It was applied. Quan got his first homer. Little end-of-game winner for the Guardians as well. All right, nice little run here for Chubb. He's going to pick up 6 this time and makes it a very manageable 3rd and 4 here. So we see some pistol look. Welcome in, Rick. Here's the pistol. They'll give it to the right side. Up the middle, Kareem Hunt, and nobody's fooled by this one. He will actually lose a yard as well. Blake Martinez, the middle linebacker, the first one to meet him, and the Browns are going to go 3 and out. Corey Bojorquez in to try to punt the football away. That was an uninspiring opening drive.
Yeah, it was. A lot of pressure allowed on that last play. Kind of on the run game, they just let a lot of guys pass on the blocks.
Yes, they did.
So not a lot that Hunt could do about that. But, you certainly, after your defense comes out and struggles, you certainly don't want to have a also not so inspired response from the offense. That's not what you want to see here to start the game early.
Absolutely. Sort of the opposite of complimentary football, right?
That's right.
All right, Jordan Akins, the tight end, is going to pick up a 1-yard reception there on the sideline again. They lost Evan Ingram to the Jags in free agency, so completely new room here. Actually, a lot of the roster has flipped over, which anytime you get a new GM, new head coach, you're going to see some of that. But, again, make or break year for Daniel Jones for certain if he wants to stay in town. Back to pass he is on a 3rd and 9 over the middle. Greg Newsome. Got to pick that one off. He'll drop it and force the punt. Nice 3 and out ushered in by the defense, but you got to have that one.
And that was 2 back-to-back plays. Miles put his tackle on his butt, and Daniel Jones got absolutely licked the first one. Second one, he got it away, but it should have been picked.
Indeed. And that right tackle is Andrew Thomas, who they took in their first round last year. Of course, Evan Neal, the starting left tackle, their second top 10 pick that they took with Kayvon Thibodeau. I believe Thibodeau is, number 90, I think, bottom of the line of scrimmage right now if you want to keep your eyes on Kayvon Thibodeau. All right, Browns, let's get something going here this drive. Watson, left side, give it to Nick Chubb. He's got a hole, 30, up near the 35, and he'll go down after the second man wraps him up. But a great run of 8 yards on first down for Nick Chubb. That's more like it.
Yeah, really nice vision there. Finding that hole in his nose for it was great there. But he also just refusing to go down as he does it again here up the middle. Really nice little cutback on that one to sense the softness in the defense and the pursuit. And really took advantage of that in that little cutback lane.
Absolutely. Nice run again. They have been establishing the run certainly on this drive. Watson again giving to Nick Chubb. Left side, he's got the pulling Ethan Pacic on the center, and he'll pick up a few more yards. Nice gain of 5. Nothing official applied that we have heard so far.
Yeah, it's been very quiet. I would assume that they're going to try very hard to have him signed by the mandatory minicamp. But we'll see how that actually works out. Obviously he's kind of that veteran, not want to do a lot of the off-season program stuff. we'll see how it ends up going, but nothing yet. It was a little bit surprising post-draft, especially once we passed that compensatory pick deadline for the calculations, that there wasn't more free agency action there. There was really, really quiet.
Indeed. Nice first down throw and catch to David Njoku again, relishing the role as tight end 1, and they are really, really pounding Nick Chubb on this drive. Again, I do apologize. I haven't gone through and done all of the individual formation subs to kind of even out Chubb and Hunt's touches, and it's dropped and then dropped a second time by Harrison Bryant. Sets up 3rd and 8. But when we get to the regular season, you'll see more of a mix of Chubb and Hunt again by formation. Just didn't go through that process until we have our 53 set. 3rd and 8, pressure coming. Right tackle Conklin struggles. Thibodeau, and he'll get right on to Watson, and his first NFL sack that we've witnessed. Kayvon Thibodeau, and he'll sack Watson. And Browns are going to punt here from midfield, one would assume. Hey, Tony, welcome in. Happy Friday to you as well. So a better drive that time, a little more mix of run and pass, and Chubb was much more efficient. Here's Bojorquez going to try to bury him deep. This one's headed out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Nice punt for Corey Bojorquez. Yeah, I think there's plenty of teams in play for him, Rick. It's just, at this point, who's going to give him the best opportunity to win and the most money? And unless the money is significantly an upgrade, I think he probably stays in Cleveland. Pressure coming from Miles. He kind of gets chopped at the last second, up in the air and knocked away. Greedy Williams. Good coverage on Darius Slayton over there on the left sideline. 2nd and 10, Saquon up the middle. Wide open again. Nobody there in a brown jersey, and he'll pick up 10 and 9.5 yards to set up a 3rd and 1 there. Spread him out again, up the middle. Barkley untouched after 5 yards. Once again, JOK and AJ Green into the game for a little bit of a stamina sub already. Seeing a 4th, 5th string defensive back is not what you want to see here in the first quarter.
No, certainly not what you want in the first quarter. The defense really, that was a nice play from David Bryant, kind of filling down on the gap, but certainly are looking for more here on the defense. You need more of that.
Absolutely. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun look for Daniel Jones. A little bit of a delayed handoff up the middle again, and Barkley's got another nice gain. He'll pick up another 5 yards. It sets up a 3rd and 5 now. Giants will spread them out from their own 31. Browns bring a 4-man rush. Back to pass Jones. Wide open short throw to his tight end. And he's got the first down to the 44-yard line. That is Daniel Bellinger once again, their new tight end 1, at least for right now here in New York, ratings-wise. Yeah, you're right, Applied. I'm excited to see JOK year 2 as well.
Yeah, Rick, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was calling next play. You're good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna talk to Rick's point there. Yes, there's some talk about Carolina being involved in possibly being interested in Clowney, although I don't think they've actually signaled that. I think that's just speculation as Shepard's going to get 3 out on the outside. Yuck.
Touchdown Giants. Sheesh. Keep going.
But I think that's just the press media doing their rumor mill nonsense, trying to generate a storyline out of nothing. Because yes, it would be closer to home, which is why I think that's why they're bringing it up. Like, oh, he might be interested in this, but it doesn't seem substantiated in anything. That doesn't sound like the team has talked to him or signaled any interest in him specifically. I mean, maybe he would have interest, and maybe he's trying to put that out there. I have no idea. What that is or what that looks like, but that seems more silly season talk than actual because I know there's interest between the Browns both ways between the Browns and Clowney. That's pretty obvious and pretty well documented. But the Carolina being involved, we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't put it past that being possible, but need more than just some speculation.
Play action pass, and nobody decides to block Thibodeau, and he's got his second sack of the quarter. So right now the Giants kind of pistol whipping the Browns here in preseason week number 2. Let's see if Browns kind of get woken up here. You can see all the momentum in the favor of the New York Football Giants. Handoff up the middle, Chubb. He's going to be stopped at the line. Just kidding. Spins off of it to the 20, breaking more tackles. And how about that? It was a heck of an 8-yard run for Nick Chubb to make it a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Love seeing that effort on the inside, refusing to go down. Love seeing that from Nicholas Jamal Chubb.
Watson with a dart to the right side. He's got Peoples-Jones for 15 and a first down. That was a nice play. And Julian Love, the safety cornerback hybrid, makes the tackle, and that's the end of the first quarter here. We'll flip it over. The Browns with a nice first down conversion. Let's see if they can keep it up now, generate a little bit of momentum here. Or at the very least, chip into the Giants' momentum. All right, other side of the field now. 1st and 10, turn around once again, give it to Nick Chubb up the middle. He's going to run into Blake Martinez, who kind of wrestles him to the ground. It looked like a rodeo cowboy there, kind of wrestling Nick Chubb to the ground. Really heavy emphasis on the run early today. Here's another one left side. He's going to break one tackle, and the second one he cannot, and he'll lose 2 more yards in the process as the Giants are way stacking the box right now.
Yeah, Clyde, I agree with that statement. DPJ potentially having a monster year this season. I think that's very true, and not just because of Jarvis. I think also because Watson elevates the guys around him, and I think DPJ is a guy, speaking of Watson there, he's escaping out to the outside like that from him, although I don't want him taking that kind of a hit out on the perimeter. Just slide, please. Don't get hurt. But anyway, as they're going to punt on 4th and 1, not what we were looking for there. But anyway, I think the point being Watson elevating the play of those around him, and I think DPJ is well suited to that because he works so hard, but also he already has incredible stats. I mean, he's 11-yard average on his reception over the course of the season, on targeted throws, and 18.8 on those he caught. I mean, that's an incredible stat line so far in his NFL career. He's very, very good so far for the Browns, and I think elevating his play is, his ceiling is still way up there.
2nd and 3 now after the first touch of the day for Kenny Golladay. Up the middle, nice play by Grant Delpit to get right into the backfield, bring Saquon Barkley down, sets up a 3rd and 1. Let's see if the Browns can get off of the field here. Little blitz coming from Denzel. He's going to he gets blocked at the last second, and Saquon's going to get 1.5 yards and needed 1. First down, Giants.
Yep.
Tommy Togiai in there as well. All right, double tight ends to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Daniel Jones under center again. Again, it has been all Giants here so far today in preseason week 2. Yeah, there was a 12-yard punt, Mason. You never go full Madden. At least it's the preseason here.
That's right.
Jones in a shotgun as well with Barkley. Barkley's going to leave the backfield to the right. He'll dump it to Barkley over there. 1 Brown in the play, and Delpit's able to push him out of bounds. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Let's see if the Browns can get off the field here. I think May 12th, if applied, is when the official Browns schedule comes out. They've been kind of dropping little tidbits, so we know, for instance, as the Giants pick up another first down and a dump off to Kadarius Toney, we know that they will not be playing in any of the international games. That's all we know so far. Yes, and the continued flex by the NFL as the king of all sports in the middle of 2 seasons, postseasons. They're going to get a bigger number for their flipping schedule release on that night of the week. Yeah. That they'll just be like, hey, we're just going to release our schedule tonight.
Yep.
NFL
never stops. Never stops.
Big hit by JOK there. Really, really nice job to fill the hole. So 3rd and 5. Come on, Browns. Let's get off the field here. Jones back to pass. Clowney right on his backside. Throws it out of bounds and incomplete. MJ Emerson in coverage, the rookie that time. And they are going to have to settle for a long field goal attempt here are the Giants. Kick is up, and kick is good for Graham Gano. 17-0 now. The Giants continuing to play well.
They are, and, kind of obviously you're looking for played pretty well in that first quarter of the last preseason game, but looking for the defense to kind of step up, and offense just hasn't found its rhythm, really struggling to get going. They've been relying a lot on the run game early, but the passing opportunities have been there too, so kind of interesting to see what they'll do here. Hopefully they'll kind of what you're looking for in a spot like this is for them just to respond a little bit to the adversity. We want them to come together a bit as a team here early in preseason.
100%. Let's try to get some offense going here, Browns. Play action this time. He's got some time. He'll fire left side. You see somebody likes. He's got DPJ. First down to the 43-yard line. Just 3 of 4 here so far.
Yeah, that's more like what you're looking for right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of DPJ, being elevated by the play, he was kind of thrown open out on the perimeter there, and DPJ goes up and makes a nice snag.
Yes, for sure. Need to have it. First and 10 now. They're at the 43-yard line. About 8.5 minutes to play here. Nick Chubb up the middle, bullying his way over one. Second man will bring him down. 11 carries, 44 yards. I like the establishment of Mr. Chubb here today. Let's see if it pays off for them. They're going to stretch it left side. His nice little bank cut up the middle. Breaks one tackle to the 40. Fights his second man off and is pushed out of bounds at the 38. He's up to 60 yards here in this first half.
What a Nick Chubb run that was. Just pure effort and refusing to go down. Takes on 2 tacklers, both of which kind of just bounce off of him as he continues up. And then speaking of taking advantage in the run game, that's when that D-line starts to get tired and the pursuit angles aren't quite there to get past the blocks. And opens up those big gaping holes. That's how you find room to run in that rushing attack.
Indubitably. Right side, dump it out to Chubb in the pass game, and he'll fight his way for another 8 yards.
Yeah, a little flat, little waggle rat from him out in the flat, but a little bit of an extension of the run game, putting him out on the perimeter, put him some smaller competition out there.
Here's Chubb again, and this time he will struggle to get through Thibodeau. That hole was there and evaporated pretty quickly. All right, 3rd and 2. We got to get a conversion here. Back to pass, Watson. He'll dump it right side. He's got a wide open Kareem Hunt, and he gives him enough room to put his foot in the ground. Throws one player out of bounds before going out himself at the 20-yard line. First down, Browns.
All right, cool. Thanks, Applied. I'll check that out after this.
Azeez Ojulari, one of their top draft picks from last year out there to make the tackle. Browns in the red zone for the first time. Actually, I think they're in Giant territory here for the first time on this drive with 5.5 to go in the first half. Watson back to pass once again. He'll move to the right now. He'll dump it off to Kareem Hunt, who's open. Pick up another easy 4 yards, extension of the run game. Keep on schedule. I'm okay with it.
Absolutely. Those positive plays, stringing them together, that's so important.
A rare Johnny Stanton formation. He will not have many this year. Again, I expect to see a much more 11 personnel than we did with our 21, over 22, or even 13 personnel this year.
That's right.
As we continue to tailor the offense to Watson's skill sets.
That's right.
And we have more weapons. Back to pass. Watson, left side. He's got Njoku at the 5 to the 1, and he kind of gets chopped down like a tree from Kareem Jackson, the safety. And that's going to be a 1st and goal at the 1. Excuse me, Adoree Jackson, the corner.
Yeah, I thought for a moment there he was going to try to hurdle that. He might have been in if he had, but instead gets tackled just short.
I agree. Right side, Watson keeps surveying. Just run, Watson. Just run. He'll fumble. Picked up by Harrison Bryant, who runs it back. The whole thing will be a loss of 4.
That was so weird.
Ojulari is there as well.
You see Ojulari just kind of stand there, not going for the ball, just waiting for Harrison Bryant to pick it up and then run back. It was super odd.
Yeah, Watson just needs to put his foot in the ground and go there. I think he got too complacent, kind of trying to read the field. Just hunt to the right side, hit, but then thrown to the end zone. They're going to say got to the 1 before that knee went down. It's a 3rd and goal.
I don't know. That looked awfully close. I thought he might have had it.
I thought so too. Here we go. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Watson in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Surveys the field. Zips it left side. Caught, touchdown! David Bell! His first catch is a Brown, and it's a touchdown to get him on the board.
Yeah, love seeing that. David Bell, just that technician in the route, finds that little bit of space, and then he makes that contested catch just like you know he can. Beautiful body control to come away with this one. Gotta love it.
We didn't see him at all. I mean, he only played the first quarter for the most part.
Yeah, it's certainly good to see him there as he obviously getting on the board with a big catch there in that critical moment. That third and goal is, you know, those are tough downs. I mean, you're really compressed up against the goal line there. Not a lot of room to operate. That's where those route technicians really succeed because you got to find a way to create space with very little room to do so.
Indeed. Yep. Excited to see him again. Right now we've got him starting in the slot until we sort of decide where he's going to end up. Again, when we did our pre-draft sim, we were running Cooper out of the slot mostly. But I think David Bell's skill set, again, he's kind of like a slightly bigger, a little faster, certainly younger and cheaper version of Jarvis Landry. So we're going to go ahead and try to let's see him, see how he does in the slot here. Yeah, you're right, Aaron. I thought Bryant was open too. I'm not really sure what Watson was doing. He should have just run the ball also.
Yeah, one or the other. I mean, he had two opportunities to score and really succeeded on neither of them, really, with that indecisiveness, which is not like Watson at all. You don't expect him to be indecisive in moments like that.
Right. Little drag route. Jordan Akins, the tight end. Big body, and both Harrison and JJ3 bring him to the ground. They're going to say he's short by 4th and inches. I would assume the Giants will punt. That's going to give the Browns 3 timeouts and a 2-minute drill to manage. You know Stefanski loves that, getting to see situational football here.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the preseason.
Critical situational football moments that you get for free in a preseason game is like gold. You practice this stuff all the time, but there's something about just that competitive level when you're actually out there on the field playing the game that you know, this rep is, you know, these reps, these next several on this drive, this is where you get some real value for your starters out there. Hopefully start to get that gel going to build into the season.
Indeed. Speaking of 11 personnel, they're in it right now. He's going to send David Njoku in motion. Turn around, play action. Pressure right up his face. He'll dump it quickly to the out route, and a little nice play to Nick Chubb. Saves a sack and actually gains 3 yards.
Yeah, I love that read from Deshaun Watson, bailing out on the downfield play, recognizing the pressure in his face, finding his outlet, and just putting a comfortable ball there where he can get a few yards.
Uh-oh, big chuck to the right side. Single coverage, DPJ goes up, he's got it! High points it at the 12. What a throw and catch, first down Browns.
Let's go, that was awesome. Speaking of DPJ, he's really having a come-out game right here as he's just really just showing his stuff out on the outside and in a contested catch situation. And that's really what Watson will do out on the outside. He likes to throw those long touch passes, really, was to get quite a bit of lob on him, and he's a master at that. Putting it right on the spot, makes a contested catch to a guy he knows is going to come up with that ball and does just that.
Quick little flare out of the backfield to Nick Chubb. And the Browns will go ahead and call their first timeout here. They still got plenty of time, 1:01, 2 timeouts. They're inside the 5-yard line and can still get a first down at the 2. Got to get 7 points here, situationally speaking. Here comes Watson on the right side. He's got tons of green grass. He's going to run. Now he's going to nobody.
No. He had the angle. All he had to do was run and stretch out the ball. That was an easy touchdown he just threw away. And dangerously, too, I might add. Come right into the teeth of the pursuit. That was very lucky that was not intercepted.
Now he's going to get sacked right up the middle. Whoa. The Giants are going to call timeout, and they're going to have to settle for Cade York.
Yuck.
York into the game here, a little 32-yarder.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that too. Just run in. I know, Rick. I know. That was definitely some bad Madden.
Yeah, that was.
There is nothing else that we can do to him to make him run that in.
No, that's.
He has all of the run the ball settings. He was just unselfish trying to get his receiver a touchdown, but he threw it at his ankles.
1,000% Madden being Madden there. There's that some widget somewhere that said you should really just throw the ball here because
yep.
I mean, like what? Why?
They are
no,
Madden, and that's
I would. There is not a quarterback in the NFL that would not attempt to go for
sure.
that. Not a single one, but especially not Deshaun Watson. I mean,
he
knows he's getting in. Yeah, he knows he's getting in there. There's no way he's going to throw that away and take that risk. He knows better than that. You don't make it to the NFL making bozo mistakes like that.
Indeed. All right, 2nd and 4 here. Starters are in for about another 35 seconds. How about throwing up into traffic and knocked away. Denzel Ward.
Ward with a great play, getting his hands in there at the point of contact, or the catch point, really. Just finding a way to knock it loose. Really nicely done.
3rd and 4. Daniel Jones in a shotgun. And he's going to chuck it deep to the left side. He's down there. Greedy Williams. It's caught by Shepard, but he's out of bounds.
I was going to say,
punt.
I thought for sure he had a foot out of bounds. In fact, he did. The refs agree. All
right, 32 yards here, 18 seconds, 2 timeouts. Or sorry, they start from their 32, rather. We'll see how aggressive they choose to get here. Again, we will see the backups switch automatically at the half. We'll see how aggressive they're going to get here. Watson stands in the pocket and takes a sack from Leonard Williams, so I would guess not very aggressive at this point.
Well, I think they were trying to be, but now they won't. Certainly taking the sack. They'll just let it run into halftime.
And they will. That's it. So 17-10. Browns took about a quarter and a half to wake up. Played much better football there, and of course we'll go to all backups here now. On the other side of it, appreciate everybody being here. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you, Nagy on Sports, with our official 2022 sim. Appreciate everybody being on. It was yesterday. Appreciate we got up to 700 subscribers for the first time ever, which is awesome. Really appreciate that. If you haven't yet subbed the channel and you'd like to, we would appreciate it as we make our push for 1,000 so that YouTube can pay Mrs. Nagy on Sports to keep letting me play video games with my cousin. We would appreciate it. And if you want to get heads up on when the sims are going to happen and vote on which Browns games you want to see, make sure you join the Discord. Use the link in the description of this video to join our Discord channel, where you can vote on those games and get more accurate heads ups on when the games will start. No offense to YouTube, but their notification system is not great.
Nope.
All right, Jacoby Brissett is in there. He was a baller yesterday in that preseason week 1. Here's Kareem Hunt. Stiff arm, 1 man, 2nd man, stiff arm. And he's got it up to the 37, sets up a 3rd and 4 for Brissett.
I love that effort from Hunt, just finishing the run. Love that, refusal to go down, and as Brissett not able to throw this one away. That was ugly.
Tried to, yeah.
Yeah.
Sack for Reggie Johnson, or whoever R. Johnson is. And Browns will go 3 now. Yeah, I'm not sure if Ward could have had that. He definitely looked like the ball was in the receiver's hands and he kind of swiped it out of there. So I'm not sure if an interception would have been in play there or not. That's right, exactly, Mason. Just get Isaiah Weston in the game. That's all we need. He was incredible yesterday.
Yes, he was.
All right, here we go. Tyrod Taylor in at quarterback now for the Giants. He will be the quarterback in waiting when and if they go with the hook for Daniel Jones this season. Of course, that's kind of become his role, hasn't it? Sort of the cagey veteran who will be just okay enough for you if you need to before a rookie or after you've pulled the plug on someone.
That's right.
Which kind of sucks for him. They've been put in that role, And last year when he played, he was almost too good in Houston. They were winning more games, I think, than anybody thought they were supposed to.
Right.
And then they went to the Davis Mills experiment and continued to be bad. 2nd and 3 here. Backup running back in New York is Matt Breida, formerly of the Miami Dolphins, number 27 there, and he'll go right up the middle. And easy for me to say, Montrell Meander, backup linebacker, makes the tackle. It's a 3rd and inches.
I was like, did we trade for Montez Sweat? I missed it.
No. Montrell Meander, who actually I think isn't even on the real roster anymore. I think he's a a practice squad left over from last year who will get cut when we get down to the 53.
Yeah.
Browns only have 5 linebackers maybe on the roster right now. 6, I think. Maybe we're missing Willie Harvey, who isn't in the game. But other than that, like, it's clearly not a position they plan to have a whole bunch of.
No, I mean, they play a lot of 2 linebackers, and then more frequently will you find them in a single linebacker set, the dime,
Correct.
than you will find them in a 3 linebacker, the base 3-4, or excuse me, 4-3. So yeah, you don't expect a lot of linebackers out there. They're very happy with the core of linebackers they've got, and that's kind of shown out there, as they continue to build around the young guys they have there, and they've got some nice veteran pieces too. So.
Indeed they do. Taylor back to pass again. His 4th attempt is caught. Short gain. He's now 4 for 4. That's Ricky Seals-Jones, former Brown, playing some tight end here now as well. Easy there, John. Easy.
Oh, let's go!
Oh, it's going to be picked up. Winovich, he's got it at the 50. Can he go all the way? He's going to slow down really badly and then get tripped up by an O-lineman. Look at that big man run. Matthew Peart chased him down, but the Browns with the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, I think
Madden's a sack for Tony Fields. Yeah,
Madden's a little too aggressive with the big guys slowing down like that. Like, you can visually see it as they get way slower very suddenly, and it doesn't really happen like that. Especially because a play like that, Chase Winovich would have a lot of adrenaline going. There's no way he's not going, all out all the way to the end zone there. He didn't have a long way to go. And he's got more stamina than that for sure. These are top tier athletes. I mean, maybe some of the really, really big D tackle type guys, maybe they wouldn't, but not Chase Winovich.
Another drop there for Harrison Bryant, his 2nd of the game after catching the first pass of this drive. So Browns here with the 3rd and 7. They really need to convert. You don't want to just settle for 3 here. Lots of time for Brissett. He's just standing there. And finally Hubbard's block breaks down. And Benarjic McKinney, the outside linebacker, formerly of Houston, gets in there and is going to sack Brissett back. And now York in for a 40-yarder. That's a fail of an offensive drive.
Yeah, Applied, I agree. Daniel Jones really does have to be, it's kind of make or break for him this year. But, some rumor out there that possibly they'll look at Mayfield potentially in a trade type scenario to replace him even this year, and we'll see what happens with that. It'd be interesting if so, or maybe partway through the season, because they're going to hold on to Mayfield until they find a trade partner they're comfortable with. They're not afraid to be patient on that front. They've proven that already. But we'll see what happens with that. But it would be ironic should that happen, considering the comments Mayfield made about Jones when he was drafted.
All right, 17-13. Browns continue to chip away at that 17-0 lead they dug themselves, or 17-0 hole, rather. And there's a nice play up the middle, and that's the backup safety, DeAnthony Bell, who is an undrafted rookie free agent, but they needed another safety. Fired right side, Tyrod picked! It's going to be picked off by A.J. Green at the 45 to the 40 and pushed out of bounds at the 31. Yeah. And the Browns finally have the momentum meter back on their side after 2 giant turnovers.
What incredible depth there we have at the corner position. A.J. Green, no exception to that. He's such a baller out there as an undrafted free agent originally. The guy has been just incredible. Highly recruited undrafted free agent for the Browns. But he's shown his stuff, and that's not outside of the realm of possible for him. But to your point there, John, appreciate the comments on that. But that position's actually filled. That was announced last week, I believe, that Nathan Zagura is going to be heading into the booth to replace the venerable Doug Deacon to be the color guy with Voice of the Browns.
Here's a little dig across the middle. Schwartz has got a first down throw, and now the Browns finally able to convert a first down. Xavier McKinney, former Alabama Crimson Tide defender, another kind of hybrid corner safety body out there, which we're seeing more and more of here in today's NFL. Brissett now turns around, back to pass, fires left side to traffic, and it's going to be picked as he forces it to covered Harrison Bryant, and that's the rookie Dane Belton out of Iowa. And Belton, known for being a ball hawk, jumps the route that time. Harrison Bryant kind of lazy in his effort, and the Browns give it right back. What is happening?
Yeah, not the best throw, but I'm going to put a lot of that on Harrison Bryant there, not stepping back to help his quarterback out, and then really lazily just watching as Belton runs with the ball, like not even trying to make a tackle. I don't know if he just recognized it late that it had been intercepted or what. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but it's just kind of stood there. Very, very unusual from Harrison Bryant, who we expect to be considerably better than that.
Yes, no connections that we know to Jim Donovan, although I have tweeted at him to try to check out our broadcasts. I'm not sure if he has yet or not. Matt Breida again to the left side. Greedy Williams, nice play there in the tackle. 94, Alex Wright there as well. 2nd and 9 for Tyrod. Taylor in a shotgun. He's going to be back to pass. Pressure coming from all over the place. Winovich decks him as he throws it into double coverage, and volleyball swatted out of the way by A.J. Green yet again.
Yeah, A.J. Green having quite a game here in this preseason week 2.
Left side, Taylor, and incomplete. Overthrowing his receiver on that particular play. And they are going to have to punt this football away on a good stand by the Browns defense. A 4th and 9. Weston will take the ball and go down fairly quickly here. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you here on Nagy on Sports for our official 2022 sim with the realest rosters we have at our disposal. 1st and 10, run to the left side. Kareem Hunt, and he'll run right into safety Dane Belton. 1 yard loss for the Browns. Those stretch plays are definitely feast or famine in Madden. If the other team sets the edge, you're losing yards. If they don't, you're getting 25. It's pretty wild.
Yep.
It is pretty wild. Back to pass now. Brissett throws off the back foot. Single coverage. Grant actually plays defensive backfield on that one and swats it out of the DB's hands. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, not the best read there from Jacoby Brissett, as really Grant still had about 5 yards cushion off of the safety, making that play out to the outside. And yeah, he tried to hit him in stride, but the safety had a good angle to make a play. Not the best read.
3rd and 11, little drag to Jakeem Grant. He got the first down. Look at him accelerate to get across the line. 1st down, Browns. Nice play. Darian Beavers, rookie linebacker there in your shot. Went to Cincinnati, I believe. 1st and 10. Brissett, turn around, give it to Kareem Hunt. Woof! It's a big hit from McKinney. And that's a good reminder that in 2 minutes and 25 seconds, I need to sub Kareem Hunt out.
That's right.
Technically the backup on the depth chart. He does not need to be in there.
No.
And he'll go up the middle again and also get no yards. Now 3rd and 10. Browns still down 4 here, under 2 to go in the third. Yeah, Mason, it's been not so great, especially after electric they looked in the first week. Brissett on a 3rd and 10. Needs a big conversion. Fires it. He's got his man. It's Harrison Bryant. Nice play. Past the 50 to the 46, and that's a 1st down. And Bryant holds on.
Yeah, that's more the play you expect from Harrison Bryant right there. Nice little crisp route that he played, and then Jacoby Brissett just put it right in stride, right where you want it to be. That's the kind of the play you were looking for.
Motion coming from Harrison Bryant. Single back for Brissett is Kareem Hunt. He'll give him a play action look. He'll fire left side. He's got his man. It's open. It's Jakeem Grant. Wide open to the 24-yard line for the slot receiver / kick returner, Jakeem Grant Sr. 1st down, Browns.
I think, Mason, Madden heard you. They suddenly the game plan, scheming guys open in space, downfield, and Jacoby hitting them. Love it.
Here's Kareem Hunt once again up the middle. Just know where to go. Give him a singular yard gain on the play. Last play of the third quarter here upcoming, pending something like an incomplete pass. Brissett, he'll fire right side, end zone, overthrows everybody. Grant was over there again. You see number 9, Jakeem Grant, in the vicinity, incomplete.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in his face.
9.
A lot of pressure in his face, kind of effectively like a throwaway there as he overthrew it, but
back of the end zone, toe tap, touchdown! He's got Javon Wims free agent wide receiver. They're not going to show us the replay. It was good.
That was sweet. Yeah, little subtle celebration there at the end. He's just like, yeah, I got this. Watch this.
Yeah.
He just kind of went up there and just high pointed the ball for actually it was a very nice ball there too at the back line. Ball. But just fired it in, put it where his receiver could come down with it, and really excellent play there at the back of the end zone.
And Brissett fires a touchdown again. I don't know if Javon Wims makes this team, but he's had a touchdown now in both games, doing his best to try to get in. Actually, let's go straight to Ford. Why not? Why not? Let's get Weston in there, Michael Woods in there.
Yeah, see some more of those guys. They were so much fun last time.
Yeah, they were. They sure were. All right. Pardon the slight break in the action. It only happens during the preseason because we want to see more than just our second string weapons.
Yeah, see all that depth. But, speaking of the depth, you're right. Wims may not even make this roster, but, it's a great problem to have considering the fact that you have so much depth over so many different positions. I mean, these are first world great problems in the NFL.
Here's the rookie Wan'Dale Robinson, and he breaks a tackle of A.J. Green and gets out to the 38-yard line for a first down. Giants. Browns finally 20 unanswered points now. It took them the better part of 2.5 quarters to get there, but 1.5 quarters to get there, but they got there. Taylor's going to roll to the right side. He's going to tuck it and run to the 40, and he'll slide down. Neander able to get over the top of him. 5-yard gain for Taylor.
Actually, a smart play from Neander, jumping over, not laying contact. That'd have been, with him giving up on the play, that would have been a big flag.
Wide open left side. That's Richie James Jr., brought over to be the kick returner, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers. Taylor in a shotgun with Matt Breida on his right hip. He'll turn around, give it to Breida, left side. Breida with a little bit of a hole, and it closes quickly. There's the rookie again, D'Anthony Bell, number 29, and Efidi Adenabo, 57, combined for the tackle, 2nd and 7. Right up the middle and down near the line of scrimmage. Are they going to give it to him? They are. First down for Matt Breida. I'm actually not sure, John. Yeah, I appreciate you thinking that I would. Maybe some buried somewhere on the Browns website. They've got archived radio.
I don't know that they do, because I've looked for that, and I haven't been able to find it myself, because I'd love to go back and listen to some of the calls myself. But no, I don't know of that being a thing. It doesn't mean it isn't.
Winfrey! Sorry, Perrion Winfrey with a big sack. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all good. Winfrey,
He's a
huge
dog.
Play. Yeah, big dog out on the outside, just showing his stuff in a big way there. And he's got that versatility to move him a little bit around that D-line. So, they love that about him. They love his motor and his relentlessness and his attitude, clearly.
Here comes Winovich this time. Ball's out! And falls on by the O-line. But Chase Winovich now back-to-back sacks by some backups. And it's 3rd and 30. Trips to the left side. Taylor now on a 3rd and 30. Back to pass. Pressure coming again from Winovich. Actually going to hit him as he throws. Dumps it to Breida. And Breida tackled in space by D'Anthony Bell. Again, undrafted rookie free agent safety. Because I think we only have like 4 safeties on the roster right now. So Bell would be the 5th. Same thing with linebackers. We got 1 undrafted rookie free agent linebacker, which I didn't even bother to try to side.
Yep.
Good punt. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 9-yard line for, I don't remember what their punter's name. I just signed him to. I don't remember what his name is. All right, here is Josh Dobbs. He'll give it left side to Jerome Ford, and Ford going to lose 2, unfortunately, there on his first touch of the day. Jihad Ward, the defensive lineman, makes the tackle. So Dobbs in the game now. We're into the 3rd set of players offensively. Back to pass, quick little out route to the tight end. Broke 1 tackle up to the side, and he's going to fight his way near the first down. Call it 3rd and 1. Good push there for Harrison Bryant.
Yeah, Harrison doing a little bit of his Chief impression there as he's seen the Chiefs succeed so much in the tight end 1 role. He wanted a little bit of the sugar for himself.
Drag route. There's Weston right on to the 40 to the 45. Out of bounds at the 50. Isaiah Weston, you called it Mason. What a play.
Yeah, that was an incredible play from Weston, and love the effort from Harrison Bryant trying to get ahead of him for the block there. And that's really what they teach. They teach their guys to never give up on a play. The wide receivers, tight ends, all those guys blocking downfield. Love seeing that.
Nice play indeed. Turn around. Here's Ford up the middle, and he'll get ripped down after a singular yard gained. And yes, I just put it in the comments as well, applied, but Hecker signed with Carolina, the Panthers. No, I think Bojorquez will be fine. I have no issues with him. Back to pass. Dobbs, right side, throws it to no one.
Yeah, that was just a bad throw. He was a really poor platform out off of his, like, he wasn't even on his back foot. It looked like he was on his foot trying to throw one, off of a pseudo crow hop. Really ugly platform and an ugly throw as a result.
Agreed. Back to pass. Dobbs, 3rd and 9. Fires right side. Hot, caught, but dropped. That's the rookie Michael Woods. Actually, I just saw yesterday they made his number 12, so I will need to change that before the next one. But unfortunately, Michael Woods, the second, going to drop the football. And the aforementioned Bojorquez in to punt. 8:15 on the clock here. Appreciate everybody joining us, Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. Bojorquez left foots this thing up into the air, nicely to the sideline, out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Good punt there for Bojorquez.
Yeah, very nicely done.
That makes up for the 10-yard punt that he had earlier.
That's right. That's right.
Or the 12-yard punt, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was not good, whatever it was.
Delayed handoff up the middle. It's Breida again. Ronnie Harrison still in the game. And then a big-time tackle. That's M.J. Emerson.
Yeah, Emerson
the first Brown taken there with the tackle.
Big shot there.
He's a big corner. He's not afraid to stick his nose into the run game.
That's right.
20-17. Browns with a 3-point lead. About 7.5 to go here in the sim. Defense has been much sharper against the second string. Actually, they were an incomplete pass there. Pressure provided up the middle. They really kind of tightened things up about the middle of that second quarter overall as a team.
Yeah, they sure did.
Here's Taylor. He's going to roll left side. Alex Wright! He'll get the sack. And Alex Wright throws him to the ground. Look at that. And look at that human. What a good-looking guy right there.
Yeah,
and 94 gets a sack.
They're very excited about what he can grow into in terms of his frame, and he puts a little bit more mass and explosiveness in that frame and what he can be, which is why they took took him at the 78th overall pick. That should have been a pick six.
Tony Fields. Oh, man. Fields had it in his hands and drops it.
Yeah, with only 10 yards to go to the end zone also. So, or maybe 15, but still. But no, they're very excited about Alex Wright. That was basically a consensus pick for them. They think he is got huge potential, and that they love that kind of scheme agnostic versatility across the line he can provide, and kind of playing in multiple positions. And if he really can grow into that potential they see for him and fill out kind of his body mass, fully the way they expect in an NFL program, dude is going to be awesome.
Yep. Ward having trouble getting going today. That one was snuffed out very quickly and taken to the ground by Quincy Roche. Another top draft. A lot of first rounders on this Giants team to see if they can get the rest of it going. Ford again going to struggle to get that original yard back. 3rd and 10 now for Dobbs and the Browns. Back to pass. He's going to chuck it deep to the right side. Single coverage. Woods goes up, and he swats the ball out of the way. Again, a Browns wide receiver playing DB there, keeping anybody from getting to the football. And the Browns will punt again from the 50 yet again. Identical results here to these drives.
Yep.
And this one is going to be shanked uglily to the left side, a 15-yarder to the 35. Wild how weirdly inconsistent he's been so far.
Yeah, very inconsistent. 15-yard punt followed by beautiful coffin corner followed by a 12-yard punt, or whatever. Like very, very inconsistent, not what you want. And in the special teams, As in all of football, really, consistency is absolutely key. That's why a guy like Jamie Gillen, although he had a great leg, just couldn't prove the consistency, and that's why he's no longer a Brown.
Oh, that's who it is. He's punter for the Giants. Thank you for reminding me.
There you go. Scottish Hammer.
He's the only punter on the Giants roster. Remember, he signed very, very late last year with the Bills, and then, of course, Brian Daboll came over, so Brian Daboll must have liked him, as well as Jordan Akins will drop a pass over the middle, 2nd and 10. 4.5 to go here up the middle. Breida. Big shot from Ronnie Harrison. Tommy Togiak kind of waiting there as the other side of the hit. Back to pass again. Right tackle's beaten. It's Isaac Rochelle, and he'll pick up the sack. People forget about Isaac Rochelle, late free agent signing. Formerly of the Colts, but he gets in there, and he had a sack in the first game, too. He's playing pretty well.
Yeah, he came in the same time as Wims, right?
Yeah, Wims, and then Stephen Weatherly, kind of that outside linebacker D-end hybrid from the Broncos. All three of them came in at the same time, roughly the same time.
Right.
Kind of in that final wave of free agency. All right, 3:20 on the clock. Browns with a 3-point lead. Let's like to see a little bit more efficient 4-minute drive here, if possible, from the offense. Dobbs, turn around, gives to Michael Ford. Left side, he's got his man. And he'll get a decent gain there, 4 yards. Certainly his best of the day so far for the rookie out of Cincinnati, Jerome Ford. And the Browns definitely in chew clock mode now, as they'll let this play clock get all the way down. And give it up the middle. It's Demetric Felton. Right side, first down to the 30. Past the 30, Demetric Felton. 11 yards on his first touch of the game out of the backfield. And Felton tackled by Belton in the backfield. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, I think.
Yeah, nicely blocked up front on that one. The hole kind of opened up pretty quickly. Nice vision from Felton to take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. So the second offensive line right now goes Hudson, Forbes, Harris, Dunn, Chris Hubbard. Across the front from left to right. Stanton in there as well. They're giving up the middle to Ford, bullying his way, breaking through tackles. Ford, nice little vision to get to some open space. He'll pick up 9, and the Giants call their first timeout.
So, John, you might be able to YouTube that, though. You may be able to type in, like a Bottlegate call from Jim Donovan kind of thing. May populate that for you. You may find it.
Ford, I think he's going to get the first down. He will get the first down. The Giants call their second timeout, so that's the game unless the Browns do something silly here to mess it up. Turn around, give it to Ford one more time after some motion from Jakeem Grant. He'll pick up a yard. Giants call their final timeout. And we'll see how if they're just going to kneel or if they're going to keep running plays. Looks like they're going to keep running plays at least. Dobbs, turn around, give it to Ford. A little cut in the hole there. Picks up 2 to the right side, Jerome Ford. 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Browns. Josh Dobbs in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Nobody's going to block the rusher on the outside, and Dobbs doesn't see him or feel him. Benardrick McKinney with his second sack of the day, and the Browns are going to punt this one away with about 20 seconds to go on the game clock. Bojorquez drills it. Left side, tip inside the 5, and every other punt is amazing for Bojorquez.
That's right.
This one dies at the 2 before Sean Jolly, the undrafted rookie free agent corner, downs it. 20 seconds to go.
If you just look at his overall stats, he's going to have a very average to slightly below average day, but if you look at his individual punts, he had some incredible ones in there.
Winovich hits Tyrod as he throws it again, incomplete. Over the middle, that one could have been picked. Also just could have been a fumble there. Tyrod very lucky to get rid of that football. 15 seconds remaining. Taylor back to pass. Little angle route over the middle. It's caught and immediately taken to the ground. And that's going to do it here, folks. Game, set, and match. The Browns give up the old Interesting. Everything went black. Okay. Give up the old 17-0 lead, and then decide to come back and score 20 unanswered to win the game 20-17. Can't wrap it up here. I'll start going through the Giants' stats.
Yeah, another fun look at our depth here on this roster for the Browns is, as Phil mentioned, really kind of off to a rough start, but providing some great situational football opportunities to show some resilience and come back in a game. And then, really the backups coming in and the depth showing that they could continue that effort and come out on top in this one. And certainly some exciting plays from some players all over this roster. Some not so great plays from some of our players as well. But that's what you're looking to start to clean up. And that's why you have this preseason to get the opportunities to get a look at some of these guys on tape and come together as a team more so than you had the opportunity up to this point. So that when you get out there in week one, hopefully you've really started to cement that gel process and have something going forward for the season.
Absolutely. Go Browns indeed. Applied. Appreciate that. All right, to Watson today, a 143 QB rating as he was 11 for 13 for 161, a touchdown, and that was a pretty solid day for him. Brissett, 7 for 11 for 93 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Josh Dobbs, just 2 for 5 for 42 yards today as he was definitely in mop-up, run the football duty. On the ground today, Nick Chubb, 14 for 63. He was very solid today. Kareem Hunt, not as much, 9 for 9. 9 for 16 for Ford, Felton, and Deshaun Watson, each with 1 run, and they are going to credit Watson with a fumble, which again was very luckily recovered by the Browns. Catching the football today, your leading receivers were Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, both with 3. Donovan Peoples-Jones also had 3 for 105 because he had that, 65, 70-yard bomb that helped to set up, I believe, a field goal. They didn't even score a touchdown off of that. Harrison Bryant with 3, but also 2 drops. Jakeem Grant with 2, 2 for Njoku, 1 for Weston, 1 for Wims, 1 for Schwartz, and a 1-yard touchdown to David Bell. So he 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 score for David Bell. That's a fun way to get it. Get your first NFL catch. On defense, Ronnie Harrison, 8 tackles, 7 for Greedy Williams, 6 for Tony Fields. And then there's D'Anthony Bell as well, the backup safety that we talked about a little bit, undrafted rookie free agent. Stack-wise today, Browns got after it a decent amount. How about 1.5 sacks for Perion Winfrey, 1 for Rochelle, 1 for Wright, 1 for Winovich, 1 for Fields, and then a half for Myles Garrett and Taven Bryan. And then again, the interception today was by A.J. Green, which we saw. Forced fumbles, Winovich and Fields. And then, of course, the big recovery after Fields stripped it. Winovich picked it up and rumbled, bumbled, stumbled for 43 yards before getting caught. So, appreciate everybody being on. This was a super fun one. Go Browns indeed, John. We'll keep you posted again. The best way to know when we're going to go live is to join the Discord channel. The link is in the description of this and any of our videos. I encourage you to do that. You can vote on also the non-Browns games you would like to see us sim as we simulate 2022 here over the course of the summer. So make sure you check that out at your convenience. That would be cool. As Madden is going to be stuck in a loading screen, so that's fun. I thought it got a little tweaky at the end of the game. We were getting black, got a little weird, and now we're reaping the benefits of that, which is why we always save before we start. So
that's right.
But appreciate you being on. For Kit Nagy out on the left coast, Phil Nagy here in Central Ohio. We are Nagy on Sports. Appreciate you being on. Have a great rest of your Friday. Take care of yourselves, and as always,
go